Let's talk about Covington. Within the last 6 months, there are currently 77 active listings in Covington. 102 went pending in the last 6 months, 490 sold with an average sales price of $210,000. What is extremely interesting is that the median active price right now is $325,000 and the average is like $525,000, telling me that there are some very expensive homes on the market in Covington from what the average typically is. Now I want to start comparing 2022 to 2018. So let's pop on over to my screen here and we'll talk a little bit more in depth.
And comparing us to last year, there were 52 homes sold in October in Covington, as opposed to last year, there were 61. So in relation to the number, that is down about 15%, which is significant. But ultimately, that is not a huge difference in comparison to what other markets are seeing in Northern Kentucky. Hang tight with me. We're going to talk more. Simply, just like all of the other markets that we're seeing that I've done these analyses for, this year we saw 52 sold, and then compared to 2018, there were 53 sold. So we're really only down like 2%. We're only down one transaction in comparison. The biggest difference is the amount of homes that are actively on the market. So we only had 69 homes for sale this October, as opposed to 4 years ago, there were 129 homes for sale. So 50%, just about 50% fewer homes on the market than there were before. Pending numbers are close, but still slightly less than. Let's talk some of these down here. So the average sold price back in 2018 was $112,000. And then we have gone to $204,000. So again, what is that? Almost $100,000 difference between the average sales price from 4 years ago. So that's an average of $25,000 a year that you would be gaining in appreciation. That's pretty intense. And I know that what I've been hearing a lot from buyers is that they just can't believe what homes are selling for these days. But frankly, homes are selling for what they're selling for. If you are in the market, there's never a wrong time to buy a home, because you're going to continue to see that appreciation. When you look at the last 50 years in real estate, all of it, even with the tiny dips and with the big dips, everything still trends upwards. So real estate is still the number one investment. Something else interesting is the average days on market. Let me move my head out of the way. The average days on market in 2018 was 36, as opposed to this year in October, it was 21. So we are moving a couple weeks faster than we were 4 years ago, which I think is a good sign now that even though we are ticking up in the amount of inventory that we have, that things are still moving quickly, but also not in the 0 to 1 days that we were seeing at the beginning of the year. So all of that to say, I know that the market can seem a little bit intimidating, but the more knowledge you have behind your decision, the better off you're going to be. So I would love if you watched any of my other videos about the different markets in Northern Kentucky. I do one weekly. So if you have any questions or have a specific market that you're interested in learning more about, drop that in the comments below or shoot me a DM directly. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing the next analysis with you next week. And I believe we are talking about Hebron. So I will talk to you next week. Bye.